Okay, so here we have a piece that was made in a class, and I want to show how to clean this up just a little bit more around the bezel and in between the solder joint right here. So I've got the Scotchbrite on in medium, and I am going to smooth this outside edge so that it's much more cleaner. See that? Get the edge a little bit more. I still see the little edge of the stone. So being able to see what you're doing really comes into play. And this Scotchbrite wheel is delicious. Oh, there we go. So we clean that edge. Look how clean and uniform that is. See that? Oh, who doesn't want that? So I'll make sure I do this side too. I had already smoothed this, but let me smooth it some more. Get that little inside edge right here. Okay, and that should do it. Just a little bit more in certain areas, but for the most part, I'll get the rest down with the felt. You can, make sure the rest is done with the felt as long as you have a smooth surface. This one still seems to be burnished at the edge. So let me taper that a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, that makes me happier. Okay, so we're good. So now, if your edges are not clean, you can go over the outer and smooth them all down. Give yourself a, see, like right here, it's all pitted. Just work that over, and you have a much more refined finish edge. And then over here too, we're gonna smooth this edge a little bit smoother. Get that all done. I wish the bevel so just a quick little zhuzh across, and we're good to go. Now, to get that inside polished right here where you see the solder, you guys see that right there? I'm going to use the 2-inch 220 grit. Now I went ahead and removed the layer because I don't want it as thick, and I'll put that back on when I'm done. So I'm gonna hold it right in here and clean that area up. And that should do it. You can use either a 120 or an 80 grit depending on how thick your solder is, but this is a pretty nice. Yeah, that should do it. That's pretty good. If you want a more aggressive one, you can definitely go to a 120 or an 80 grit. That's the white or the yellow, but I think this should be fine. And just clean up that dull corner right there, and then we'll hit the tip, get that bail out of the way. That should do it. Yeah, nice and clean, and you can get in between the little balls and we should be good to go. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, so now I'm going to go to a finer grade, which is a 400 grit. And now that I'm not really working the solder lumps, I can jump to the larger 3-inch to give myself a nice fluid sanded surface. And this of course will give you more of a pre-polished finish. Just a little satin finish with a little bit of a shine to it. That's what the 400 gives. So let me hold that in there. There we go. That should do it. Let me just do around the bail. That should do it. And so we're at this stage right now. Take a look. That's 400. And then I'll hit it with the, it's gonna slip out of my hand, the 6 micron. And this, of course, will give you the ultimate pre-polish. And then we'll do the green brush. Let me sift through real quick. Yeah, see the difference right now? You see that? And we'll just keep going. Oh wow, look at that. Do you guys see what I'm seeing? Look at the fluidity in this polish. Now that's what you need to achieve. That's the makings of a fine piece of work. Well-made piece of jewelry is all in the finishes. And that should do it. Okay, so we're about here. And I will use the green brush to give myself the final little polish. And I will revert probably to my felt polishing wheel. But let's see how this all pans out. And you'll see the shine really come through right there. Do you see that? And then we'll just keep going. So the 1 micron really gives that pop of shine. Yeah, it doesn't scratch the stone either. Thank you. Just into all those nooks and crannies, into that corner. Right there, and then we'll get near that scale. And there we go. So this is the finish that I have. Hold on. There. Currently. So let's look at the solder. Nice and clean and polished and refinished. More of a refined polish. And I'm still gonna go over, you can still go over some of these edges with my felt wheel if you feel there's still some lumps and bumps. This is my felt wheel. And I will hit it with a little bit of compound. And if you do see like there's some areas that need a little bit of zhuzhin, you can definitely glide over that and make sure that area, you see how fine polished that is. And we'll just keep going if there's any area on this side. And then I'll clean the stone because it's got all the black remnants of all the metal that I've been polishing here at the Tucson show. And there we go, that should do it. Actually, let me polish this veil. It looks kind of sad compared to the rest of it. There we go. So we have a more finished look. I'll just polish off whatever is left on the stone. But the stone is not damaged in any way, shape, or form. See, look. You can just wipe that off. As you can see, comes right off. Or you can actually do this. As you know me, I hate doing things by hand. So I'll take the felt wheel that has the one I use for stone, not the one for metal, and I'll polish the stone. Do you know what kind of stone it is, by the way? Do you know what kind of stone it is? Well, we'll find out soon enough, will we? Oh, there we go. Now we're polishing the stone. So we'll polish the stone. Do you see that? Compared to this. There we go. Next side. Clean it up. We'll polish the whole stone. Get that corner. Hold on. Oh, I'm getting some of the black on my this, but that's okay. Here we go. Unedited videos. That's right. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm getting some of the black on my bibs. And there we go. We're almost done, guys. But this is what you would have to encounter if you were working on it on your own. Get rid of that stubborn one. Hold on. And if you do get metal on your felt, if you do get metal, like right now I got metal, just grab like your purple and clean it up.
Sand your felt.
Sand your felt just a little bit, and you'll have less metal to deal with. There, we're done. And that should do. Oh, I got a little spot right there. Why is that one not going? Is that the stone? Hold on. Oh yeah, that's the stone. There's a little mark on the stone. Let's polish that down. There we go. And here we go. Let me just smooth anything down. Yeah, and you can use a buff to clean it up. Like if you have a clean buff, you can just give yourself a nice little polish. The stone and everything else will get polished. And I could have done that actually. Maybe I should have. There we go. So now we have a clean, polished finish. And that was live here at the Tucson Gem Show, and this is her piece. Come, let's show. This is her creation.